toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Come on, set, yellow, line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The Eagles at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. You look at this Packers defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week, and if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach, and that's when things get dicey.
Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Okay,
Ball
right.
on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Red, cycle. Smash. On the ball.
Play action this time with Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Packers defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And now the rookie's free. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It's intercepted. A drive killer there. To the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Carlson on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Anders Carlson, the kickoff for the Packers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Smith, the man in motion left. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Hurts. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
On the ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On the double.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Jones. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that